It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, cause our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sacked. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions. The pass was legendary, but don't sleep on the present. Our secondary make quarterbacks avoid that direction. You tryna run the ball, you better hope your blockers work. You can juke, you can spin, but your destination's the turf. This is a man's game, being soft will get you hurt. Watch the defense force a fumble and the fans go berserk. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go! They always win when the championship's on the line. So if you hoping that they failed, then you really wasting your time. Go and ask the 49ers, I'm pretty sure they remember when they made a comeback, but weren't declared the winners. 2 rings down, but you know they won't stop now. If the opposing D's caught slipping, you know exactly how that goes. That's another deep connection for 6 points in the end zone. The stadium goes wacko as Ravens put in work. Pittsburgh Steelers, that still curtain is looking more like a skirt. So tell me who they say is gonna beat them Bengals. Who used to be the Browns until they relocated? Ravens, they are one of the greatest. There's simply no denying it. To beat them, bringing your A game's a requirement. With the youth of the team, I bet they still be dominant, even after the greatest linebacker's retirement. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go!
Welcome to another edition of SCE Sports. Thank you for everybody that's watching me now. Thank you to people that are watching me later. Appreciate everybody that put comments on the latest video, past video. Like I said, we're gonna do this weekly, if not or it's not twice a week. We'll see how it flows. Obviously tomorrow AFC North talk, which we're gonna be talking about similar stuff, but with the respect of the other ones. Let's start with this before I get to the Chiefs game, which is the main thing why we're doing this video. And if you want to be on the show, there's a number there. Text 443-292-2337. 443-292-2337. Text me there. We can get you in the show. Shout out to Javon B. Shout out to Ravens Medical. Shout out to Grun Site. What a game. What a game. Amazing game. Fantastic game by the boys. I'm watching this game, and the offense starts slow, but I'm hyped. I'm so hyped because this defense. Now, I will start with this, too. I'm a defensive guy. I love, defensive play. As a Ravens fan, you have to, right? You almost have to. That's how you learn to love the game, by watching this defense from the longest time. And then you get an offense. Since we got Lamar Jackson, you're like, damn, great defense and offense, right? So the game starts, right? The Ravens are sluggish. The Texans had nothing. I mean, they scored that field goal, but that field goal that they scored was because a bad punt by Stout, 27 yards. Not even a bad punt, right? Like the wind hit it and then became short. But other than that, that was it, right? Yes, they missed a field goal, long field goal. It's the only time that they quasi moved the ball a little bit. not sniff the red zone. This defense did not allow them to go not even to the red zone. If you remember what I said last week, I said we need to stop the run. Check. Pressure Stroud. Check. What else? Avoid the big splash games. Check. Right? We did all that. The other thing we needed to do was we needed to run the ball, which we did. Right? All that. And I thought the Titans were gonna have a big game. Well, likely had a good game. I thought Andrews was gonna be in this game. He wasn't, but overall had a good game, right? So all those elements were there. And if you think about it, if you think about wait, our secondary and I said this, we needed to compare it to the Browns game on defenses because that was their latest game. The Browns secondary, 3 guys, Pro Bowl guys. One didn't make it, but he played to a Pro Bowl level. Then we had Stevens. The people don't talk enough, but I think he played on a Pro Bowl level as well. Darby, Millet's a good blitzer, but other than that, he's okay. He does his job, but not compared to the other 3. Our safeties are better. But why we had so much success was with pressure Stroud. CJ was harassed all game. On the other side, D'Amico said, nah, we're going to blitz. And I think in the second half, what happened was we got tired of just taking the blitz. So we were either passing it short or Lamar, there were 1 or 2 reads. 1, 2, not there. We're not staying in this pocket. Boom, run, boom, run, boom, run. Lamar was goshing them for yards. It wasn't even fair. Lamar had over 100 yards, or was it just 100 yards? Before I start lying here, Lamar had 100 yards exactly. And $152, 2 touchdowns each. Justin Hill ran well. Gus Edwards, he left a little bit earlier. I think that they wanted also at another 40. We were able to rush well and effective. We go in the passing game. And one thing that I mentioned in the AFC North talk was Stingley's a good corner, but I said we're not one receiver dependent, which is the type of offense I like. Although I do want my big time receiver, I like that we're not one main receiver dependent. Say it goes 441, nothing spectacular. Then Bateman 339, again good, but nothing spectacular. And then 234 with a 30 by Likely, and then the Aguilar gets the touchdown. Nobody really had like an amazing game on the passing side, but you know what it was 4 here, 3 here, 2 there, 1, 2. Distribute the ball, right? Like let's pass the ball. How you defend an offense like that? When Lamar says like I don't need to throw it to one guy. Yeah, I have faith in you and you and you and you. Let me just throw it. Okay, you have Stingley. Great. So what? At worst, if Stingley's here shutting everybody down, which the touchdown unlikely was over Stingley, right? Let's concede that could have happened. Okay, you're on Flowers, I'll go to OBA. You're on Flowers, I'll go to Bateman. You're on Flowers, I'll go to Likely. And that is the problem for this team percent. We are not one player dependent. I mean, you are dependent on Lamar Jackson, but that's every team. They're all depending on the quarterback. But outside that quarterback, you are not that one player dependent, and that's what makes this offense special. Then Lamar ran, so not only he was just throwing darts, he's adding the element of the run. It was GG, and then the defense again. As a defensive guy. Now the one mistake was the punt return special teams. I had said this. I feel like this is the worst special team unit that I've seen in a while. This is not now. This has been throughout the year. We need to clean it up. We need to figure out what happened there because you don't want to lose it to a team because especially that moment that happened, you can feel that momentum. The air of the Edmonton team gets sucked out. Right? And they drove for that field goal that they missed after that. Then we came second half. Lamar, you see Lamar, he left early. It was GG. Okay, a couple people here. Gerald, shout out to you, man. Thank you. Gus Edwards, this is from Raiders Medical. Left hand, expected to practice this week. Yeah, I think no major injury. Stanley Leonard here says, I feel good about the game, but am guard it at the same time. Ronnie played like a Pro Bowl, like the best left tackle. Look, those 2 weeks did him good. Did him good. Now, the Texans are a good defense, it's a good pass rush, but Will Anderson wasn't gonna be in that side as much. He went there, I think, a couple times, but he was gonna go to the right side, and then Morgan held his own. Right, I also said that. Like Morgan Moses was gonna be a key element of this game. Okay, Ravens medical also says, girl, they had to really tackle. It took a lot of stress at running, often injury left. Yeah, so the breakthrough of those games plus those 2 weeks, I think it was phenomenal. And then think about this: if we win, right, or when we win this week, you get a bye week before the Super Bowl, more rest, which Ronnie needs it. Zach here says he doesn't look like he hurt at all. He played like the best left tackle in the league. He played great. Okay. So this game, there's not a lot of bad things. I used to do report cards, and I'm thinking about bringing that next year. But this game wasn't like there was a lot of bad. Like I mean, we're talking about a game that where we play again defensively. I'm not joking. Like I was loving this defense so much. Like I cannot explain how excited I was to see this defense every time they step on the field. But okay, so there was one play. There wasn't even a completion, but it has me worried because this is a problem that we are gonna continue to have, and I think it might come up against the Chiefs. He played great. Patrick Quinn played great, but there was a wheel route against the running back where he got beat. It's just Stroud couldn't get to the running back. Singletary is a good running back. He's a good running back. He's nowhere near that my boy Pacheco is. Pacheco is a top tier running back. So my worry is Pacheco. If you tell me, okay, Pat Mahomes is gonna be your worry of this game, of course. Like if you ask any Chiefs fan who's your worry, and if they're not trolling you, they're gonna tell you Lamar Jackson, right? But then take the quarterbacks out. Like, they just take the quarterbacks completely out of the equation. And now they ask, okay, who is the player that worries you the most? It's Pacheco on their offense. So let's talk about last week we started with the defensive keys of the game. We're gonna start about the offensive keys of the game, right? And then offensively, hold on. Okay, so sorry, I got one of the texts. Again, if you want to be in the show, 443-292-2337. Okay, so on offense, protection is key. The Chiefs defense, Karlaftis is a good rusher. Then you have Jones, right? He's a beast in the interior. So the game plan there again, how can you have Lamar clean? I actually do not think the Chiefs are gonna start blitzing. They will blitz because they're not blitzers, but they're not gonna be 80% of the time blitzing. That being said, if they start putting pressure on us with 4 and 5, that is a problem because the corners for the Chiefs are better than the corners that the Houston Texans was giving you, right? So that is a key one. Ensure a clean pocket for Lamar. Obviously, Lamar will help them moving around. Having that clean pocket is super important, right? They don't want to see Lamar in the open field. The Chiefs, right? 2, you have to establish a running game again, right? Not only with Lamar, just with your running backs, you have to have the running attack because that keeps those linebackers, the safeties honest, right? And that allows to open the pass. I do think this is a game that you will see more passing than the previous. So establishing the run, protecting Lamar, trenches. Those are key. On offense, these trenches need to be on point. They need to be ready. I believe the D line for the Chiefs is better. Lamar cannot have any turnovers, no fumbles, no picks. Those turn the game. Think about how that stupid going for the punt, fake punt, almost turned the game away. If it's not because then the Chiefs gave it right back, right? Turnovers. We have to have clean. We have to have a clean game. Okay. On defense, my X factor for this game is Mr. Kyle Hamilton. I would like for them to have, you know, how people shadow receivers, right? You talk about Stingley was following Zay. Okay. I don't know if we have seen ever a tight end being followed, but I would like to have Kyle Hamilton follow Kelsey and see if that works. Like I would love, legitimately, I would love that. Okay. So hopefully we see that. I want to see Kyle there. So I before I get too worried about Kelsey, I want to see Kyle killing it against Kelsey. And if it doesn't happen, then we can change the game plan. But I would like right now for the game plan to be okay. Kyle, you got Kelsey. If he can slow down, whatever you want to call Kelsey, we're in business. This defense was so perfect. The tackles for the Kansas City Chiefs are not the greatest. The interior of that line is better than the outside of the line. The outside Rodgers, that D line needs to eat. And when I say eat, check how many sacks we got against C.A. Stroud. 0. I believe it was 0. I don't know if at the end we got a cheap one, but let's say 0. It didn't matter because we were pressure, QB hit, pressure, QB hit. That's what you need to do with Mahomes. And then when Mahomes gets a lot of pressure, he tends to force it. And when he tends to force it, he would throw a couple out there. There are a possibility of interception, and you need to be ready. This is where Marcus Williams needs to make that paycheck. This is where Geno Stone needs to make that paycheck. Because I do believe they were going to use 3 safety for most of this game. I think Marlowe might be back. We'll see. But if Marlowe's back, if Stevens, right? And then Kyle will play the slot with Kelsey, right? And Millette will come sometimes. And then you have the other 2 safeties ready to pick the ball. Too high. If you're pressuring with 4, I want to see us 2 high safety, right? The linebackers need to be ready as well because you cannot allow Pacheco to run all over you. If Pacheco's running wild, it's going to be hard because now play action works. Play action will come into play. And you cannot have play action come to effect in this game. We have a couple of people more. Felipe Maurino. He's a Chiefs fan. Pacheco run all over. Oh, by the way, shout out to the Joker here. He's a Chiefs fan. Hey man, this is what we're gonna be playing the game. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate coming to the live stream. DB here says fact Kyle on Kelsey Hamilton can cover our Hall of Famer TD. We'll see, Felipe. We'll see. Having Kyle covering Kelsey will be a tall task. It's not that it's easy, and it's not gonna be like every single play. But then those critical third downs, right? Critical third downs, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. That's what you want to see. That's when you want to see Kyle Hamilton on Kelsey. I believe if we pressure Mahomes, this defense balls out like they did against Texans, and we ain't gonna shut down the Chiefs, right? It's essentially they shut them down 3 points. Another one special teams. But if we can put the Chiefs into, let me see, 16 points, 19 points or less, I believe we win this game. Now on the other side, the Chiefs defense is really good. So again, this is why Lamar cannot have any turnovers. I think we need to run the ball efficiently, and that will play action, and that will just Say Flowers, OBJ, and then the tight end also with good games. I think Mark Andrew comes back. Um, Felipe, shout out to you, man. You're funny. Funny. Okay, can y'all tell me if you can hear the ring? Hopefully you can hear the ring. Hello? Can you hear me, man? Okay, can you give me thumbs up in the chat if you can hear my guy, Medicine, Ravens Medical, sorry. You said you have some updates, correct? Okay. Give me a quick second here. Give me a quick second because people are now saying that they cannot hear you. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Why can you not hear him? Uh, okay. I'm gonna just pass the audio of you, and then I'm not gonna talk because they probably not gonna hear me. But once I do this, they're gonna hear you. Hold on. Where is this? Talk now. No. Say it again. Is something shutting down your audio? I don't know why, Mike. It's not you. No, it's not you. It's not you. Don't worry about it. It's not you. I don't know why, but it's not you. Okay. Talk now again. Can y'all hear him now? We can't. Hmm. I wonder why they cannot hear you. Maybe one. No, no, no. It's not. It's not you. It's here. But it should be pumping your audio. This thing's annoying me. This Why are you not being passed? I don't understand this. Why are you not being passed? Hold on. My bad, guys. My bad. We can't hear like. Oh, okay. This guy's trolling. Ah, yeah, yeah. It's trolling. Okay. Well, since they can't hear, um, can you put the updates in the either text me or so then I can tell them, or you can just put them there so we don't stop this. My bad, man. I don't know what's going. Sorry about that, bro. Nice talking to you, though. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let me. I'll send you the. It's on Twitter. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter. That way you can come in. That's not bad. That's not that bad. I send it to you, and now hang up through here. Okay. My bad, guys. My bad, Felipe. Look, bro. I don't. I know you're trolling. For your sake, by the way, Felipe, come here, come back, because I'll be here next week. Come back with same energy. I think the outcome for you it will be different than what you think. You're such a homer. Uh, but anyway, that's my guy medical. He's gonna join the stream, and for some reason, um, by the way, if in the future, well, what I can do is we can start adding fans to the stream if y'all want. If y'all want to be in the stream, as the audio for some reason is not working, but I can have you connect to my StreamYard here, and then you can be here. Felipe, Lamar might be 1-3 against Mahomes. I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, those are facts. But I think Mahomes hasn't faced the defense that the Ravens are gonna possess, right? And I think as the team totality, Lamar's playing better than what he played in those years against Pat Mahomes. And actually, I think the last time that they played, we beat them. But whatever. Again, this team is very different. Lamar is a better player, in my opinion. And the defense of the Ravens is way better than the defense of those teams. So it's we're comparing different things here. Sunny, on that, I'm gonna leave alone. Let our team do the talking. Yes, exactly. Look, this team. I believe this team is special. I don't know if you heard me saying that before. I try not to get too high on my team. I'm the first one to critique this team, right? But what I saw against the Texans, what I saw against the Niners, what I saw against Miami, those essentially are our last three games. And the reason why I'm not putting the Steelers game there is because in the Steelers game, they essentially said we're going to bench our players. But the last three games, and again, not including the Steelers, this team playing a different level. I don't know if I've seen any team play like this year. And you know what? In the media has been sleeping on the Ravens. The media and the national media, and if you hear like when the playoffs were about to start, all I heard was the most dangerous team in the league is the Buffalo Bills. I'm like, say what now? Say what? The Buffalo Bills? Who did these Buffalo Bills beaten? Right? I understand they won. They're on a streak. We were on a streak. Buffalo Bills. And essentially, and I'm gonna double check this because I don't want to lie here. Essentially, if you go right now and see how this game is betted right now, we're talking about 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, minus one place only -3, right? So most places have it at 3.5. Essentially, it's even. Ravens -3.5. Look, you get 3 points for being at home. 3 points. And half a point is basically what Vegas is saying, that the Ravens are only half a point better than the Chiefs. Half a point better. If you check the totality of work, and this is not me disrespecting the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a hell of an organization. The Chiefs are a hell of a team. Pat Mahomes is a hell of a quarterback. You can argue he's the best in the league. He's on his way to do Brady things. This is not me trying to disrespect Pat Mahomes. This is not me saying that Pat Mahomes doesn't deserve all the accolades. It's great. This is our year. I really believe this is our year. Don C, shout out to you, man. Thank you for your live stream. Spirit of Justice, the Sigma Empath. It's our season. Baltimore boy, shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining. Live stream, Felipe. He might be when it's all said and done. I'm not putting it past it. We'll see. We'll see. This is where we play the game. But look, if we think about it, the Lions are 7-point underdogs, right? And again, you get three. You get three for being on the road or being at home. You get three or -3. So they're actually the Niners are actual favorite. The Ravens barely our favorite. I don't think that's. I mean, again, I don't care as much because I like to be in the underdog. But the doubters are still gonna be out there. The doubters are still gonna be out there, and it's gonna be crazy, man. It's crazy that the doubters for the Ravens are still out there on this team. We did get some hiccups. That Chiefs game was a hiccup. The Browns game, divisional game, so those are harder, right? But if you think about it, it's not like the Chiefs had no hiccups. Again, division games are different, but look at the Denver game. The Denver game speaks for itself. Again, I'm gonna go with this. Keys to the game on defense. Pacheco, you have to make sure you slow him down. And our running defense is the part that worries me the most. Pressure Pat Mahomes, important. And if you pressure him with 4 or 5, you're in a good state, right? Be ready for the turnovers, right? Kyle Hamilton dropped that interception, can drop it in this game. You need to come strong and push it and just finish this game. And Kelsey, obviously, I want to see Kyle Hamilton against Kelsey, right? In an offense, protect Lamar Jackson. Again, critical protecting Carl Loftus. I like him a lot. I like Chris Jones a lot. So we'll see those two players, how they play. And then pressure Pat Mahomes. That's critical. You have to pressure Pat Mahomes. If you don't pressure Pat Mahomes and you let him sit there, I don't care. He is going to shred you. So pressure Pat Mahomes like he did with C.J. Stroud. Essentially, if we can replicate the C.J. Stroud defensive performance, again, I don't think you shut him down, but I think you keep them under 19. And I think if you keep them under 19, I think we're going to score at least 21. W for the Ravens. Anyway, guys, let me see if my guy here is connecting. If not, that will be it. Unless y'all have any questions, you can text me questions. You can put them in the chat. When Lamar has a clean pocket, he is a dart throw. A Skip Bayless always say, which is the truth. I want to quote Skip Bayless. NFC champion will be good. NFC championship will be good. Will be good. I got the Niners, but we'll say it's possible. Say it's a better receiver than any of the Mahomes current receivers. Jerry Rice is good. Jerry Rice is good. I like him a lot. I think the kid has been grown. He's growing. Greetings from Ciudad Mexico. Mexico City, Jorge Lopez Vallejo. Mine ain't Burrows. Dude, that's what matter. Felipe, again, shout out to you for being here. But I want that same energy next week. Same energy. I'll be here. I'll be in the AFC North. I'll be here. I'll be in Twitter. You can tweet me. Tweet at me. I think the team, especially the whole look. I said this also this year from week 1 or 2. I said Lamar looks pissed off. Like looks super gear focused. Like I never seen Lamar. And he has carried it. And I feel like he's in this moment that he won't let it go. He won't let this team lose. And on the other side, you have Rowe on the same track, right? That he won't let this team lose. He had 2 players, one on each side, in that tier. And again, Pat Mahomes is special. This is not me shitting on the Chiefs. But I think this is our year, guys. So we'll see. It's gonna be a fun one. Go make sure, give me your score prediction in the comment section below. And hey, I'll be in the AFC North talk tomorrow, so I'll see you there. Peace out, my